Good morning, garden friends. Today I'm going to be planting some random items around the yard, just things that are outgrowing their pots. I'm not ready to put them into the ground, just taking care of some odds and ends that I have here. And first up is this lemony lace elderberry that I managed to get in a quart container. However, it's not really loving its life in the quart container. So we're going to put it into a bigger flower pot and just keep it there until I'm ready to put it into the ground. So we're here in my patio, and this is my deck box where I keep my furniture covers or furniture cushions. We're just using it as a makeshift potting table today. So I have this bigger container already full of potting soil. Just filled that up. We're going to make room for our elderberry. So this is a pretty big shrub, and I'm excited to have this limey color in the yard for some interest. This will get 4 to 7 feet tall and wide. It's zones 4 through 7, so it'll be a great addition to the yard. However, I need to get the flower bed cleared so I can plant it. We'll start with some biotone fertilizer. That'll just help the roots make the adjustment to the new pot. As you can see, these are a little root bound. Let's loosen them up a little bit. And then we'll put it in the pot here. And it'll live much happier here until I can get it in the ground. Let's water it in. All right, now I'm going to keep this in a sunny location just as if it were in the yard, and then hopefully get this planted before the end of the season. Okay, so here we are back out where I planted the trees and is starting to take out the sod with the cardboard method and make our flower beds. So you can watch the last video to see those trees and everything I'm doing there. In the meantime, I put this pot here with a raspberry plant in there. This is the thornless blackberry that's a triple crown. They make really big berries. I'm going to plant it in a flower bed once we get a little more mature with the project here. So in the meantime, it's starting to turn yellow and look not so happy in the container, so I'm going to get it into this big pot. So if you can see, it's just in its nursery pot here inside the container. So we're going to fill that up with dirt and plant it properly in the pot until we can get it properly in the yard. I'm going to be using a couple different kinds of potting soil here. This is a raised bed potting mix, and I actually don't like it, so I'm going to put it on the bottom just as a filler. Since this is an edible plant, I'm going to be using organic potting mixes, and hopefully I have enough. And here's the rest. That didn't go very far, so we're going to add in compost to help fill that up a little bit better. Mix that up together. Still need a little bit more. Okay, that should do it. Add a little starter fertilizer for the roots. Giving the roots a healthy start. Root ball just fell apart. Let's do a little so we can get these roots taken care of properly. Okay, now that we got that one settled into its pot, we'll get it watered in a little bit. There's not a whole lot of information on this triple crown, but I know that I've had them before and they can grow pretty wild. So we'll let it do its thing in the pot here this season and then hopefully get it in the ground before the fall. Okay, so here I'm at the very corner of the house, and this gets weird sun. So it will be sun in the morning, and then it has shade in the afternoon, and then it'll get evening sun again. I had a Cleome here last year, and it did great. However, my dog thought it was great to chew on, so hopefully he doesn't think the same about this hydrangea. I got the Let's Dance Can Do reblooming big leaf hydrangea. So one thing that I found interesting about this one was that the color of the blooms either going to be pink or blue, or purple, depending on your soil composition. And I'm not sure what I have, so that will be a surprise for us. So this is hardy in zones 4 through 9 and gets 3 to 4 feet tall and wide. I'm going to just say one plug for getting to be able to have quart-sized shrubs like this. When you have clay soil, it is no fun to dig a 3-gallon hole for a shrub in a 3-gallon bucket. So that is nice to have the instant gratification of a full-sized plant. But when you're dealing with soil conditions like I have, I would much rather dig a quart-sized hole and wait for the gratification of the blooms in the full size. So clear this out and find a space for the plant in here. Just removing the root ball from last year's plant. Okay, got the starter fertilizer all in there. Get some of these rocks out of here. I'm actually going to use a little compost here. Help break up the clay soil. Compost just gives it a little extra nutrient boost and helps break up that clay. I'll just water it in a bit here. Okay, I'm backing up here to show the corner. This is where the hydrangea is going. Should have a great time right here, a little bit protected and still getting some sun. While we're out here, we'll take a little cruise around what's going on. So the container garden that I planted is booming. Some of my arugula is going to bolt, but there's still some good leaves. The zinnias are gonna pop in here quick. The peas are starting, but I think it's getting too hot for them. And then we have the cilantro and a basil, and my Thai basil in the middle is going great. So some of this will be petering out here because of the heat, and that's okay. I knew that was going to happen. Take a look over here at this hydrangea. It is blooming. Now this one's in a pot. It was a Mother's Day special at Costco last year, so I have no idea what kind it is. In fact, there's 3 plants in here. There were 3 different color blooms last year. And I happened to just stick it in my garage when it defoliated in the winter. And it actually stayed kind of green and started pushing growth this spring. So I brought it back outside and have it do its thing. But those are the only blooms I have, are those pink ones. These other 2 plants are not ready to bloom. The meadow rue is done blooming, but the geranium has done really good. I love the color. It's like pinkish purple color. And then this pot has turned out so good. It's a little concrete urn, and I have the peachy keen superbena, and what is this, like storm burst cloud something. And then this is also Proven Winners plum dandy, I think it is. Get your nose out. He likes to eat the verbena. But I love the purple foliage with the other 2 colors. That's great. And then actually right here, this was an impulse buy. I got a Lysianthus at the nursery. I've never seen them at the nursery before, so I grabbed it, and it's full of blooms. Never grown them before, but that'll be fun. And then on the other side, I have the exact same thing here. Lysianthus, the 2 superbenas. And then this is Super Tunia Vista Cool Jazz. I just had some left over, so I popped them in this pot here, and they're doing a great spill, filling in nicely. And then behind that here, you can see where I've popped my lemony lace elderberry for the time being. Trying to find some shade that works here, but that's all I have for today. Just some few odds and end projects. Thanks for watching.